FTX and Tether were closer to Celsius than anyone realized. Dirty Bubble Media has published the results of an investigation into links between Sam Bankman-Fried's companies and Celsius. As it turns out, FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, Celsius, and even Tether are far more financially linked than previously thought, with ties running deeper than Sam Bankman-Fried's Alameda Research becoming a major creditor to now-bankrupt Celsius. The person behind Dirty Bubble Media, known as Mike Burgersberg, said he did some significant digging into public records, media reports, and blockchain data. Burgersberg's investigation turned up some interesting tidbits. Celsius allegedly used FTX as a trading platform to support its own CEL token by buying more than 40 million CEL tokens in 2021. Celsius's purchases of CEL token coincided with a $750 million fundraising round at a $3 billion valuation led by Westcap and CDPQ. After freezing withdrawals, Celsius allegedly used FTX's exchange to liquidate millions of dollars in customer assets. It used the funds to pay back DeFi loans and also got a $104 million loan from FTX discharged. Celsius sent hundreds of millions of dollars worth of stablecoins through FTX to distribute the proceeds to institutional borrowers. The loans included a significant disbursement to failed crypto hedge fund 3 Arrows Capital. Alameda Research made enough unsecured loans to Celsius Network to become one of its biggest creditors. Alameda Research also manages the Pharos Fund, which became Celsius's biggest creditor. Celsius Network and Sam Bankman-Fried have close ties to Tether. How much knowledge did FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried have about Celsius's trades? Sam Bankman-Fried hinted that he might buy Celsius's remaining assets in a play similar to Voyager Digital. Voyager Digital declared bankruptcy around the same time as Celsius. It's difficult to imagine that Sam Bankman-Fried overlooked that Celsius Network or someone connected to it bought a lot of CEL token on FTX, since FTX added CEL token spot markets in 2021. Court filings show that Celsius Network bought nearly 42 million CEL tokens between May and December 2021. Blockchain analytics firm Nansen noticed that as many as 60 million CEL tokens resided in FTX wallets at one point in 2021. When asked about it, Sam Bankman-Fried said CEL would be used as collateral on the exchange. If FTX employees were paying attention, they might have noticed patterns indicating that Celsius Network was using the exchange as a sort of clearinghouse. Celsius sent $750 million worth of USD coin through FTX after borrowing $1.2 billion in stablecoins from the DeFi apps Aave and Compound between June and October 2021. It was using the money to initiate loans of its own. That, of course, assumes that Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX employees were closely monitoring what was happening on their own exchange. Not as big of an assumption as one might expect, considering that Alameda Research and Pharos Fund were two of Celsius Network's biggest creditors. Sam Bankman-Fried might want to know what's going on with someone who owes him money. Sam Bankman-Fried, FTX, and Celsius Network have ties to Tether. According to Burgersberg, both Sam Bankman-Fried and Celsius Network have ties to Tether, the issuer of Tether. Tether initially claimed that Tether was 100% backed by cash, but now admits that Tether is backed by a basket of assets that include cash and cash equivalents. It recently claimed that it replaced commercial paper with US Treasury bills. However, it was caught lying about its reserves in the past. Tether became an early investor in Celsius when it invested $10 million in its first funding round 2 years ago. It loaned Celsius $1 billion worth of Tether in 2021 and made a $97 million profit when the now-bankrupt crypto lender defaulted on the loans in May 2022, and Tether repossessed the collateral. Sam Bankman-Fried's Alameda Research received $36.7 billion in Tether and routed $30 billion in Tether to FTX. Most of the balance went to other exchanges. With this much value in Tether routed through Alameda Research and FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried will naturally defend Tether despite its track record. Dirty Bubble Media produced a detailed analysis of the connection between Sam Bankman-Fried and Celsius. This connection seems to go deeper than Sam Bankman-Fried's companies simply ranking high among its biggest creditors. For more informed news, follow us on Twitter and Google News, or listen to our investigative podcast, Innovated Blockchain City.